Live and direct, live on set. It's Full Court Bresh, episode 2. Follow us on all social media. Instagram at Bresh Crew, youtube.com/Bresh Crew TV, Bresh Crew Podcast, and Full Court Bresh Podcast on Spotify and Apple Music. What is going on?
I like this shit. What's the fucking word, man?
Ooh, playoffs are getting interesting.
Yeah, you could say they're getting heated.
Ooh,
I see myself.
Let's start with that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, first off, in proper basketball funeral fashion, I got the throwback Glenn Robinson.
Fucking sick jerseys.
Pay respect to
jerseys.
The newly deceased Milwaukee Bucks.
Giannis Antetokounmpo can't score in the motherfucking playoffs.
Hey, man. God
He's got his excuse now, though. He was hurt. Got an excuse.
I will say, yeah, I'll say this. He wasn't that bad. It's just,
no.
I mean, the guys around him were okay. They just didn't produce enough. They didn't like hit that next gear that a contender's supposed to hit.
Absolutely. And he has yet to do that. If you want to blame his team, you can blame his team, but I think their team's decent enough to have a top 5 player carry them to the Eastern Conference Finals every year.
But I mean, I said this shit in my preview video before the second round started, or before that matchup started, that how well Miami matched up with them. Like how well those guys guard Giannis and how well the system is matched up against their personnel. Like just how, I mean, Jimmy Butler, you can stick him on Middleton and have the time of his fucking life with that. You've got Jay Crowder and Bam Adebayo to take turns with guarding Giannis, and they did an excellent job of that. You've got whoever to throw at Brook Lopez because he wasn't shooting well enough to be a serious threat anyway. You got a couple inside touches here and there. It was a couple little decent screen rolls, but you're more than happy letting him pick and pop and just leaving his ass open. He just did not shoot well. Bledsoe didn't shoot well.
Bam.
It's just Milwaukee didn't have
DiVincenzo, I was actually playing okay. I don't like him that much, but he was actually playing okay. Bam might be the next best big physical specimen that can guard Giannis. Like he's like the next best thing besides Giannis in terms of size and athleticism. So that's huge on the Heat side. Also the cohesiveness and the grit and the fucking trust in one another on the Heat is just incredible right now. They trust each other to the utmost with every open shot. They're not like no one's taking bad shots.
It's the chemistry and it's the coaching, right? Like Coach Spo is one of the better coaches in the league. I mean, some people say the best, but they act like Nick Nurse doesn't exist. That's beyond me. But he's been one of the better coaches in the league. I mean, he really didn't get the credit he deserved during those bandwagon pile-on team Heat runs.
Yeah.
When LeBron was there, but like he really didn't get the credit he deserved during that time and the playoff runs that they went on after LeBron left.
I don't think Pat Riley gets enough credit either.
Yeah, for real. Not even just for the personnel he puts together, but his recruiting process.
That's mainly what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Just dumping that felt bag of rings on the table saying, "You want one of these bad boys?" I coached the fucking 87.
10-second dinner.
That's the NBA equivalent to literally putting your dick on the table.
Absolutely. It's like giving a girl the option if all she can look at is dicks. Just like which one you want to sleep with. Yeah, this one will do. This big fucking 9-incher will do.
I'll take the 1987 Showtime.
Pretty dick. Back to the Meek freak. What are your thoughts on him prior to the injury? And this Bucks team in general. Do you think what happened in Milwaukee, the murders and attempted murders and stuff, do you think that had a big part in why they underperformed, or do you think it would have went this way either way?
I think it was going this way either way because, again, it's the fucking matchup. And just that Miami figured out they got hot at the right time, which is kind of a milquetoast fucking sports take. But they figured out how to play at the right time. They're the ones that kicked into that next gear and didn't look back. The shooters are hitting. You can't leave anybody.
Hero's a problem. Hero is a problem. Keep going.
Big
nuts hero.
I don't absolutely love the way he plays, but the the swagger he's got to him and the fuck you attitude. I dig it.
I heard
I love guys
I heard
like
a little
that.
thing today about it was Jimmy and Bam talking in an interview with Hero. It was just them three, and they said the first practice he showed up, they fucking treated him like shit on purpose, fouled him every chance they got, and they just wanted to see how he would respond. And they said, kind of to your heat point, they threw him in the fire first practice to see how he'd respond, and apparently he didn't back down from anyone. Wasn't shook at all.
Well, I mean, it's probably because he came in with that kind of cockiness and shit, right? So you gotta check his temperature, so to speak.
So but some people are either gonna back down a little bit or just double up, and I think it sounds like he doubled up in terms of scoring instead of running his mouth more or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't fuck around. I'd like to see him get better defensively, but he hasn't been a complete liability. But as far as making the big shots and actually a little bit of playmaking too, he's been solid, man.
They're making the right plays.
He's doing his fucking job.
I love the team. The team chemistry is unbelievable. I love it, top to bottom in this bench. Even Iggy, even Jay Crowder, they're all pitching in. No one's slacking on this team right now, and that's why they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, which I don't think they've made it since LeBron left. So this is great. It's great to see.
Yeah, on the Bucks side of things, first of all, big offseason up ahead. But to Chris Middleton's credit, as much as we joke about him being unreal and being like Michael Jordan, he produced, man. He produced. Especially when Giannis went off the floor and they're like, look, we got nobody else.
Yeah, your first option.
Even when Miami started keying in on him, because he's the number 2 guy, and they started keying in, and he was still hitting shots, and he had them surviving probably a lot longer than they should have. They damn near squeaked it out in Game 5 as well, but tricked it off in the last minute or so, and Miami kept their foot on their throats this time.
It's a good game. It's a good game. Even though they lost, it was a good game.
Yeah. There's talk going around, and this is something that I thought about last offseason too, and I wish they had fucking done it. But Chris Paul, feel about Chris Paul in Milwaukee.
It's a problem.
Say you flip Bledsoe package, you find a way to keep Middleton and Giannis.
Well, OKC should stay young. They should get someone really good who's young right now for Chris Paul.
Well, maybe they get DiVincenzo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that might be a good look on them because they're not winning in the next couple of years. Let's be honest. Even though they had a hell of a season this year, that wouldn't be bad for them. And fucking Giannis would probably beg for that trade, so that would be good for them because he's not only the best or one of the best playmakers in the league today, but he can also hit that open three if Giannis gets doubled. So that's pick and roll too. Like he's the perfect player for Milwaukee. So I agree with they should go for him. They should absolutely go for him. Speaking of keep going.
That and he's gonna Chris Paul is gonna transition into a bit of a role where he doesn't necessarily have to be the primary playmaker, and Giannis doesn't have to be either. They can switch roles, and if you're able to, let's say they pull off a trade and they keep George Hill. I don't know. You might have to include him in that trade, but let's say they keep him. You have 3 optional, reliable playmakers there, and Giannis and Chris Paul can both sort of adjust their roles a little bit to each other's benefit. Whereas Chris Paul can be a primary scoring playmaker and be an off-ball shooter or whatnot if you need be, and then you have Giannis convert to a bit more of a slasher. So he doesn't have to necessarily settle for some of the shots he's taking, and he's not going to get so much shit for not taking more shots. He's not going to get the Ben Simmons treatment. You know what I mean? Where everybody's just mad that he's not jacking threes.
And from Chris Paul's point of view, it's going to work out a fucking hell of a lot better than him and James Harden because Giannis, like you said, could be a slasher most of the time. So he doesn't need the ball in his hands a lot like James Harden did, and I think that really fucked with Chris Paul's play style. So I think they would benefit from each other way more than him and Harden did, and that's kind of partly why it didn't work out.
Maybe a Chris Paul, Giannis, Brook Lopez pick and roll scheme would open up, would make some jump shots a little better, would help Giannis develop a better jump shot because he's getting better passes. There's more spacing, and maybe Brook Lopez learns how to shoot again too.
If that helps,
not to mention
if
Middleton.
That works out, you still have Middleton, unless they give him up, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's a fucking hell of a starting lineup. That's a hell of a starting lineup, man.
Another thought, you could go a little smaller and maybe the playmaking wouldn't be as dynamic, but I think would have similar benefits to Giannis. Go get Derrick Rose.
Can
You just flip Ilyasova and like a halfway decent pair of second round picks or maybe a late first.
you trust Derrick Rose to hit those open shots, though? I know he has moments, but consistently every night, especially in the playoffs, I don't know if he's the guy who's going to be hitting those as much as Chris Paul when they double Giannis.
Past couple years suggest he can, especially with better spacing in Milwaukee.
I guess I don't have enough trust in him to do it yet. I don't.
I'm just saying if you can't go
can't
get Chris Paul or if there's some other splash you can't.
Here's another thing: does OKC keep Chris Paul and try not to move him just to help him develop Shea even more? And Dort.
Well, I think that's what this season was, right?
Yeah, but how you want another year of that, or do you want to just stay young? And I don't know what was up with Billy D mutually parting ways, but I don't think he's the fall guy for this season. I think they had a fucking great season. And
yeah, I don't think he's a fall guy either.
I want to know what happened there.
Maybe they feel like it's a Dwayne Casey situation where it's like, yeah, we love this guy, he's a great coach, but we just want a bit of a change. Maybe bringing somebody else in could end up being that missing piece, or just a slight change of system or whatever it is.
Tyrone Lue?
Or maybe Billy Donovan just didn't want to come back. Maybe he wants to go back and coach college.
Maybe it was his
seize
decision.
Another job. Maybe he wants to take the Bulls job or something.
It could have been his decision. I hope it was. I hope it was. That's what I want to say. I hope it was more his decision than theirs, because that's not fair. He was a great coach this year. Did a lot. Overperformed.
He'll get another job. He'll
100%.
get the Bulls job or something.
100%.
Him and Kenny Atkinson.
Before we move on to Lakers Rockets, what about Steve Nash getting the first starting head coach job up in there?
Immediate reaction is bittersweet.
Why?
First off, the nonsense over the people making it immediately about race.
Stupid.
It's Steve fucking
I know,
Nash.
That's stupid. I don't know about that. I don't know how good a coach he's going to be honest, but
look, I mean, would you expect him to be a bad coach? This is the one.
J-Kid did the same thing. No one jumped down J-Kid's throat.
Because he was a good coach.
No, but
he got thrown under the bus
eventually. But
when things
Nash
fell
hasn't had his
through
chance
with
yet. He
those
hasn't even
teams.
fucking played a preseason game yet. Why are you jumping down
And
his throat?
by the way, quick sidebar: nobody gives Jason Kidd any fucking credit for how he developed Giannis.
No.
And I don't understand why.
I love him on the Lakers as an assistant.
There was a very obvious and large jump from Giannis's level of play when Jason Kidd was there. That was no accident.
No. I think he did great with that whole Bucks team. Not even just him.
And it's a bit of a stigma with superstar players converting to coaches, the ones that choose to. Magic Johnson didn't do particularly well. Jason Kidd has been good, but has been easy to blame for a lot of shit going wrong. But he'll get more chances and he'll get more jobs and probably do well. There's been, Larry Bird was hit and miss. Pacers got to the finals or whatever, but a lot of the same case as Jason Kidd. But there's always concern about superstar players because it's like, yeah, they had the talent, but
they don't know.
Role players always end up converting into better coaches, especially ones that were like backup point guards and stuff. Steve
because
Kerr.
they have to know the game. They don't have that natural ability like fucking Wayne Gretzky. Like those guys can't. Michael Jordan, they can't communicate what they want you to do because they can just do it. And they're like, why can't everyone do this? They just know what to do, and they're just incredibly gifted and talented. So it's the backup role players that have to. The only reason they're in the league is because they know the game so well, because they study it every night. That's the only. Their talent's not really keeping them there necessarily. It's more the hard work they got to put in. So they teach themselves the game, and then having done that, they can teach others a lot easier than the stars.
The thing with Nash is that I feel like. I don't think there's any question that he's going to transition to a good coach. We saw how he played the game and how he was managing everything at fucking once. Like a guy that's able to facilitate like that and make some of the passes he made. He obviously knows where everyone is at all times on both sides of the floor. That has a transition to coaching in some way. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but he's got a pre-existing relationship with Kevin Durant. He's got some coaching experience as an assistant with Golden State. So he's seen what it takes to win. He knows what it takes to win and lose in the NBA. I know he didn't win a championship as a player, but he's been damn near as close as you can be to a finals without actually getting there, and has played against champions. And he's got just about every bit of experience you could ask for and has succeeded at the highest level.
Yeah.
Again, short of a championship, I know, but a first ballot
'cause
Hall of
Kobe
Famer
fucked
and
him.
probably the greatest Canadian player.
Kobe fucked him.
But
Just like that girl in Denver.
I just don't think there's any question he's going to transition into a great coach. The only concern is he's going to Brooklyn.
He's got 2 head cases to deal with. I don't know how his people management is going to. I don't know how good he is at that. I got to talk to his family, but dealing with those 2 fucking sensitive Sallys is going to be a fucking nightmare.
Now, again, he does have the previous relationship with Kevin Durant, and he's a guy that's coming in immediately respected. I mean, you see Steve Nash walking in the room, it's like, oh, yeah, let him go. I'm going to listen to everything he has to say.
But do you think Kyrie Irving really rates Steve Nash? I think Kyrie thinks he's better.
I don't think Kyrie enjoys playing basketball. I don't. I think he hates his job. He's the fucking, who's that goddamn tennis player I always think of? I can't think of his name right now, but there's a tennis player that's, my bad, I'll show clips of it.
Okay.
No. But he's super fucking talented and just never seems to actually enjoy it.
Every single time I play, he's doing some stupid shit. Every time.
Like he's quit in the middle of games and shit, and he's walked off the field, but he's like this super talented guy. Kyrie reminds me of that. Every time I watch him, he's a great offensive talent, and he's super fun highlight player, but I don't think he enjoys it. I really don't. Maybe Cleveland ruined him. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe that whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see that full net squad also with Steve Nash now. That's going to be something crazy. I know people saying Tyrone Lue deserved the job. He's had many chances. He's not in my opinion, he's not a great coach. And I don't actually see Steve Nash. I know you said the opposite. I actually don't see him doing as well at coaching as we would expect. I think Chris Paul would do a lot better of a job than Steve Nash when it comes to coaching. But just because he's the way he handles. Because it's not only handling, like knowing the game, it's handling the players. And he handles the whole Players Association when he deals with big kind of events outside of basketball. And I think he's going to be better at communicating stuff to his players that he wants them to do, like in game time situations, where Steve Nash, I think, would maybe be hesitant to make some of those big calls and maybe not be able to communicate it as well. Because Steve Nash, to me, watching those old playoff series and stuff, was kind of a quiet guy. He just always made the right play. He was one step ahead of everyone, but I don't think everyone else was kind of on his level. I think he just was just one of those stud guys who just knew what to do, and I don't think he's going to do a great job. I think they'll go to the playoffs, obviously, just because of that talent level, but I don't think he's going to be an impressive coach by any means.
Quick sidebar before we move on. Well, not even really a sidebar, but about the Nets, because I don't want to talk about Brooklyn all fucking
Speaking of, save Spencer Dinwiddie from that shithole. Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was getting to, is what they do in the offseason. It's a poorly kept secret that they're out to get a third guy for them, like
big.
And I don't know who they're giving up the King's ransom to go get. I don't know if they're gonna go get Bradley Beal or if they're gonna go get whoever, and how they fit in.
I don't know, man.
With the rest of that team and what that really means. It's just, they've got an even more questionable offseason than the Bucks, you could argue. Because the Bucks, worst case, they run it back with the same team, and they're like, we feel we've got a good enough team, and maybe they just do a coaching change because Budenholzer just doesn't produce in the playoffs. He doesn't change his game plan for anything, even when it's not working. It's like, well, we're just gonna try.
And I like him. I like him too, but yeah, he does not adjust well in the playoffs.
He doesn't adjust at all. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And it's not a good offseason for them either. There's not a lot of great free agents. Unless you make a trade to someone who's on an unrestricted deal or something, or a player option. I don't know.
Okay, let's keep talking about basketball that matters. Let's stick to
Lakers,
the playoffs.
Rockets. Danny Green is giving me many symptoms of heart disease. He's not only blowing layups and threes, he's now doing it on the defensive end as well, where LeBron has to come and fucking save his ass with all these blocks, or he leaves his guy wide open for a three. Not to mention he runs like he's a survivor of the Boston Marathon. This is very problematic for me and the Lakers going forward in the playoffs.
Look,
I'm not happy with him.
I get it.
Fuck.
I get it.
He's a champion.
Look.
2-time.
Like I said in the last pod, we had similar situations with Danny where he was in a slump during the playoffs, specifically during the conference finals, and everybody's like, "Oh, we shouldn't have traded for him. He's no good." Blah blah blah. And then he produced. Aside from that turnover in Game 6, he produced in the finals, and we ended up winning the championship. That could, it won't, but it could end up happening with the Lakers, where he ends up starting to produce again at just the right time. You're up 2-1.
Fucking hope so.
As it stands, as we're recording right now, you're up 2-1. You're
It's not
probably gonna win
comfortable
the series.
I fucking no. You better win the series, A.
Yeah, you better. I'm so sick of watching Houston. I'm so
But-
fucking tired of it. God damn it.
It's last night. So Game 3 last night. After the 1-1 going into this game, I was not even a little bit confident. But LeBron came with it right out of the gate. He's in another zone. He's in that zone I haven't seen for a while. Do you know the zone I'm talking about? Like the one where he's not super emotional and the one where he's not super meek. He's like somewhere right in the middle where he's just kind of dialed in for once.
Oh,
this year.
it's the bullshit where he says playoff mode activated, and I'm not using social media, but I'm still kind of using social media. And
Well, I don't know
I'm
what that.
not
Maybe
actually
someone's
playing
doing
that
it
well.
for him.
That mode.
He played great last night. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Before last night, I would be on your side,
He
but
played
he played
well.
great.
He played
Great.
well.
36 points, 4 blocks, fucking, I don't know, 12 assists or something stupid. He played great. And I
Yeah.
mean great on the defensive end. And he's clearly been working on that fucking Doncic step back because he hit like 6 of them last night.
His is weird though. I kind of like it.
It-
Like it's a weird little. It's not a step back. It's more like a drift to the side. He
Yeah.
just kind of. It's almost like it gives you a look like, oh, you think I'm over? The little electric slide and then throws that shit
It's
up.
there's a little pizzazz to it. For
I
sure.
dig it. I am really happy with his defense.
Yeah, he's making up for Danny.
Uh,
And
Danny
I'll say
hasn't been
this:
that bad. You just mad he's not hitting his shots.
I'm really fucking glad not only Rondo's back, but he showed up. He's hitting. He opened 3. This is a guy when he's not hurt and he's not fucking being a lunatic. He is one of the smartest players to ever play the game. His IQ's off the charts. He makes the right play almost every time, defensively and offensively. He knows when to double on defense. He knows when to shoot on offense to draw the D out so AD can cook later. He's really good. I'm glad he's fucking there.
Anthony Davis looked. I don't know. To me, he looks the same every game. It's like, yeah, he looks solid throughout, but I haven't seen anything in the fourth quarter that really blows my mind. Like, Anthony Davis has been solid. Like, he's been good. I just haven't seen anything overwhelming throughout the game. There's like been a couple highlights here and there.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been anything in the fourth quarter of any game that's really blown my mind. Like, he just hasn't turned that corner. I don't know if he's just so caught up in taking a backseat to LeBron or doesn't want
Maybe.
to step on his toes, or he's just not all the way in it. I don't fucking know.
There's something, and although last night he finally started to take advantage of his size a little bit against Houston, it's still not enough as he should be. But I think Rondo being on the floor definitely puts him in a better position to score now because he's going to find him when he's under the basket.
Yeah, Rondo's been really good. I'm going to say one good thing about Kyle Kuzma.
Here we go.
It'll probably be the only thing. His on and off ball defense has been much better lately. Moving on.
That's enough. Tune in next week for Kyle Kuzma update.
That's really all I got. I think you guys are gonna take care of it. It might take 6 games just because it's just shitty basketball being rewarded. So Houston might steal another game, but it's a fucking chore to watch the series. It really is.
It's different. It's a different series, that's for sure. I don't like D'Antoni's offense or defense, but I like Covington. I like PJ. Harden's great to watch, and then Westbrook's kind of all over the place.
Is he?
these
Is he great to watch?
days. Yeah.
We don't need to do this again.
incredible.
You already know how I feel.
Stan Van Gundy, I think, is a great analyst and announcer.
Oh, he's so on point, man.
Come at me. He doesn't talk too much, and I think he's great. He comes with
It's-
facts. I like him. I've always
He
liked him
talks
as a
like
coach.
he's-
I like him
yeah.
even more now.
Yeah, he talks like he's still a coach that understands the game. Like he's literally explaining it as he would be analyzing it if he was on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's great.
Which I like. It's awesome.
The one funny thing,
Better than Jeff.
I know how you feel about him, but I think Jeff is solid too.
He's
And
entertaining.
he has his moments,
It's
but
entertaining.
yeah, he's definitely entertaining. With Stan Van Gundy, I was listening to, I won't say names, a certain podcast with an obvious Celtics bias.
Oh,
And
I know who it is.
and he was particularly pissed that Stan Van Gundy was giving Kyle Lowry credit for his ability to draw charges and sell calls. We know Kyle's a flopper. We know he bitches at the rest. We know that.
Yeah.
We still love him. But Marcus Smart is a lot of the same things.
Especially
We know
the
he's a-
series.
We know
He's
he's a
been
flopper.
flopping.
He plays
Yeah.
hard, and he bitches at the refs. But you love the fucking guy.
Mm.
Love Marcus Smart. He's one of my favorite players in the league.
I love to have him on my team too.
But this particular pod was pissed that Kyle Lowry was apparently getting jerked off by Stan Van Gundy, and Marcus Smart wasn't getting any credit for doing the exact same thing.
No,
So I don't know. I thought you'd find that funny.
you don't give him enough credit on your own pod there. You can't.
See, that's a good pod though. I don't know. It's just a funny point, but I don't know, man. At the time we're recording this, we're getting ready for Game 6 tonight, and I'm hoping we can force Game 7.
Do or die.
Pascal has gotten better.
Marginally.
He looks marginally
better.
He's still got to kick into that next gear. There's some mismatches he could take advantage of here, man. He should be cooking, but he's just, I don't know. Whatever he's got going on, he's got to shake it off. Serge, his ankle, a little worried about that. Look, I'll say this: if the
Been all
Celtics
right.
beat us, so be it. We lost to a team that earned it. I can live with that. But I don't know. I feel like we can definitely force a Game 7 and win this bad boy. It just fuck knows what happens. It's a tough matchup, man. It's a dogfight,
They're missing.
and the Celtics are playing really well.
Yeah, they're a great team. They always have been. But they're Raptors can't hit open fucking threes. Forcing too many threes. But I don't know. They just gotta hit shots. That's basically what it comes down to. Hit fucking shots.
Yeah.
Hit shots. Make everyone
Hit
count.
shots, move the ball a little better, and don't give up buckets on the inside. The interior defense has been good. I want more interior looks on the offensive side. I want more Gasol touches. I want some more. I want him facilitating out of the post a little bit more because we got
Yeah.
guys that can slash and finish at the rim. Obviously, our transition game is
That's what they need. They need more
among the best in
transition.
the league.
They move,
we're the best transition team in the league.
You gotta force more turnovers somehow.
Force more turnovers.
So perimeter D. Yeah.
Force tougher shots. Because the Celtics are shooting well, but they're being given open looks, and it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's doable. We just got to be on point. We gotta hit them early. We can't let them go on some 15-4 run or whatever early on in the game.
No, it's hard to come back.
But yeah,
Too
I
hard to
want
come
more
back.
inside touches for Siakam, Gasol, and Ibaka, and then spread it out from there. And if we're not hitting shots, we gotta attack. We gotta get inside fucking buckets. Get them in foul trouble.
Raptor fans
Go.
cannot blame the refs every game anymore. It's gotta stop.
I'm getting tired of hearing myself complain about it.
It's too much.
Yeah. know.
Yeah. If you lose, it's to the Celtics. You guys should be fine. They're a good fucking team. They always have been.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not bitching about that part. I mean,
It's kind of funny you guys thought you were gonna win the title again. I'll say that, but you guys.
you say words if it's not still a possibility.
You're
Why is it
not.
not a possibility? We haven't been eliminated yet.
You get shit pumped by the Heat. If the Heat go to the finals, oh my god.
If the
Oh
Heat
my
go to the
God.
finals, they're gonna probably lose to the Clippers.
Yeah, but
You know what? Let's
Still.
not even go there yet. 'Cause we haven't seen.
speaking of the Clippers, those refs are letting a lot go in that series, and I
They
like
are
it.
letting a lot
They're
go.
letting a lot
That's
go,
good. It's physical.
and I like it. That's how you figure out who's really there. And Lou Will might be that extra piece on why Denver can't win. He's fucking showing out. There's just one too many good players on the Clippers for Denver. I think there's
Speaking
just one
of-
too many.
Speaking of unexpected defense, man, Lou Will's made a couple plays here and there. He's checked Murray a couple times. Like
Yeah, he stripped
actually-
Jokic. Yep.
I don't know if it's because
got
both
Kawhi.
of his girlfriends are both there watching or
Yeah,
whatever
maybe.
it is, but I don't know, man.
I think it's that Kawhi leadership. And PG is no longer garbage. He's playing great again.
Oh, it actually
So
looks
that's-
like
that's a
playoff
scary-
P again.
But I
People
do
love to
love.
joke
I
about
still
that.
love the matchup. I still think it's a great series. It's just I think Clippers are. They got that just a little too good.
It's been the exact opposite from the other Western Conference matchup. It's actually been good basketball.
It's
It's
great.
been really fucking
Yeah.
enjoyable.
It's really good. Murray's throwing a lot of more pump fakes. I've noticed because everyone just thinks he's going to shoot it every time now. But that's good. He's not. He forced a lot in game 2, which I noticed. He did force a lot of bad shots, but last game he adjusted a little better and facilitated. And then Porter Jr. played great because of it. So keep doing that. They gotta. In order for Denver to win some more games in this series, they gotta Jokic and Jamal gotta trust their teammates a little more. They're holding it in doubles when they should be passing it for the open three a little more than they used to. So they gotta find that trust in their teammates like Miami does, and I think they can take them to 6 or 7, but I still think they're gonna lose the series.
Yeah. Okay. So, without getting too far ahead of ourselves, just a quick.
That was terrible, by the way.
What?
It was a terrible transition. You couldn't have looked less interested.
No, I'm listening. But I don't know. I just didn't have anything else to add to that. But just a quick hypothetical preview. Let's say the Clippers and the Lakers match up in the Western Conference Finals. Say they both get out of this series. I mean, I think we both agree the Clippers are definitely going to.
Yeah.
But the Lakers should. So what happens in that matchup? And we'll preview it again if it happens in the next pod or whatever the case may be. But
It's a
just a
dogfight.
real quick.
It's a dogfight, man. AD, it's coming down to AD for me. Does AD?
You don't think Trez will clamp his ass?
Might. I don't know. There's just.
Davis hasn't done enough to suggest otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. It comes down to him. Like, is he gonna fucking actually play like prime AD or just be 80% AD? I don't know. You gotta find another gear if you want. If not, Clippers are gonna win in 5.
Okay, and let's say
Unless AD steps up,
yeah,
barring no one gets hurt either. But yeah.
yeah, always. And let's say the Celtics finish us off and move on to face Miami. What do you think happens in that matchup?
Fuck, I love Miami. Fucking so fun to watch. I don't know if. Fuck. I don't know. It's gonna go 6 or maybe 7. But the Heat are playing incredible basketball right now, and if this break fucks them up for the next few games, they have a few days off. If that fucks up their momentum, I don't know. But I think if they play like they have last series, they're gonna fucking kill them in 6. And they're going to go to the finals somehow. I can't believe I'm saying this. With one star.
Any possibility they could win the finals?
No.
No matter who they're against? Even if it's
Hero-
somehow the fucking Rockets?
Hero in the finals doesn't have enough earned confidence yet. He's got perceived confidence, obviously, that he came in the league with, but I don't think has enough earned confidence yet because the margin for error in the finals is so small. Jimmy's going to want the finals a little too bad if he gets there, and he's going to force some shit. And Kawhi fucks in the playoffs. And he's going to lead the Clippers because they've never had a leader like that, and I think it'll be pretty easy for the Clippers. It'll be a fight, though. Like, they're going to get bruised and banged by the Heat, but I think they'll win pretty easily, actually, in terms of scoring and defense.
All right, we'll get more in depth as those matchups actually play out. But Game 6, Celtics Raptors tonight. What happens?
Fucking
be nice.
See you later. See
You think
you
it's done
later. Yeah.
Okay.
See you later. I think Van Fleet's gonna fuck though. I'll tell you that. I think
does.
Siakam's still gonna underperform, and Lowry's gonna play okay. But it's not going to be enough. I think Kemba's going to really lead this game tonight and finish them off.
Okay.
I think so. I think it's the Raptors' last game, so enjoy it.
That wouldn't shock me. I could
10
live
point
with
game.
that if that's the case.
10-point game.
I could live with that. It would hurt, but I could live with it. I am super biased, of course, and this is probably just a rational confidence guy, but I think we're forcing Game 7 at least.
See.
But I wouldn't be shocked because it is Boston. It's Boston. I wouldn't be shocked if they beat us, and I will shut the fuck up and congratulate them and continue to gloat about winning the championship in 2019. But
if they lose, you have to give a little statement at the start of the next pod saying how good Boston is.
that's fine. I don't hate the Celtics. I can fucking live with that. I will give them their proper.
And you have to say the officiating was amazing, and it wasn't that at all.
I'm not gonna lie to the people. I'm not a dishonest man. It's just not what I do.
Shame.
I don't move like that. What do you think, man? Anything else before we fuck off stage left?
I don't think so. I slept in this gym last night like a washed-up boxer. Like the opening scene of every fucking boxing movie. So that happened. I'm going to enjoy the games at my house tonight and see what happens.
Yeah.
Go Lakers.
I'm going to go do this fucking fantasy draft because I got sucked into fantasy football again. But, I don't know. I was enjoying retirement, man. I really was. Yeah, good luck to the Lakers, I guess. I don't know. Just end the series quickly. I'm tired of it. I'm just so sick of watching Houston and their shitty basketball.
I agree. They suck.
I don't really care what happens to the Lakers after that. Well, I mean, we know what I want, but it seems a little less likely now. But we'll see. We'll see what the fuck happens.
We'll see.
Nuggets Clippers has been awesome, and will probably continue to be no matter what happens.
I think so. Even if they lose, yeah.
Miami's chilling.
Miami's
Shout
chilling.
out to Kyle, man. Shout out to Kyle.
I know. He hasn't fucking contacted us since he's been in the bubble, but
I know he's big time.
he's big time.
Because you're isolated in a bubble. Ooh, big NBA player.
Maybe Jimmy's got them on this strict fucking don't touch your fucking phones thing.
Would that surprise you?
No.
I mean, he even said that in the interview.
Yeah, I think it might be happening. He also said they would go far, and I didn't really believe him.
I mean, I felt like they could. I don't know. I feel like once
They're
they
doing
get
it.
the Bucks, it'd be, But hey,
They're doing it.
Miami's on to the conference finals, man. Got to give them their due, and
Absolutely.
all 12 of their diehard fans.
They're gonna have a lot more fans after this season, though. I'll tell you that for free.
They have a lot more fans overnight. It's all the ones that left in 2014 and are coming back. They're like, oh, I've been a Heat fan.
I've been a Heat fan, dog.
The ones that
you
followed LeBron to Cleveland and then to LA, but now that LA's not playing that well, it's like, wow, Miami's, it'll be a weird situation. Let's say if it gets to a Lakers Heat finals somehow, that'll be a weird situation. It'll just be a bunch of fist fights between, bandwagon fans.
I would be, or them and Lakers Boston again.
Yeah,
I
be
think
good.
that'll be a slap fest, though.
10-year anniversary, that'd be tight.
I think the Heat match up better with the Lakers than Boston does.
Yeah, they do.
I think we would walk all over Boston this year.
They do because they actually have somebody to guard Anthony Davis. But we'll see.
It's too many what
Let's not
ifs.
get
Too
much
many what ifs
farther
right
ahead
now.
of ourselves than we actually are. One more thing before we get out of here while we're on the subject of Jimmy Butler. Once again, I'm not going to name names, but there's been multiple people, multiple sports personalities, we'll say, who have been going with the take of we were wrong about Jimmy Butler. Who the fuck is we? How will we? You don't get to speak on my behalf with your generic ass takes. We were wrong about Jimmy Butler. No, y'all were wrong about Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
At no point did we say Jimmy Butler's trash and can't produce and should have left.
No,
Philly.
but do they mean
Philly should have kept him?
Of course, but do they mean trash in terms of it being a better team player or just being a better player?
I don't
Than they
know.
gave him
I
credit for.
didn't give them enough time of day. I assume it means that they didn't expect him to produce in the playoffs, which was literally all he's done his whole career.
He
no
does
matter
it
what
on
team
every
he's been
team.
on.
He doesn't have help a lot of the time.
Anyway,
And people can't
y'all
match
were
his
wrong
energy.
about Jimmy Butler, not us. Don't use your fucking shitty milquetoast garbage takes on my behalf. You don't speak for me.
Good point. Let's end it there.
Love y'all.
Tune in next week. Follow us on all social media. Bresh Crew TV.
Yes, sir. This has been another illustrious episode of the Full Court Bresh. Got it right the first try.
Got it right this time. Check out our other podcast, Bresh Crew Podcast, on all platforms. It's a little different take on life than this one, but if you like your sports, we'll keep them coming every week, every Tuesday. What's up? Have a good one.